Good afternoon, students. I remain Okoli Juliet C, Mrs. I'll be teaching letter writing today, just one topic. First of all, let's look into what a letter writing is before we now go into the types and the major one we have today, which is informal letter writing. What is letter writing? Letter writing is the act of communicating information, feelings, ideas, and opinions to someone who is absent or resides in a distant place. When you communicate to someone that is outside your environment, you don't do that verbally, just talking to the person. You do that through putting something down in pen and paper. And when you do that, you've done what? You've communicated feelings. You've also communicated idea, opinion, or information. Therefore, it is what? Letter writing. And we have types of letter writing. We have 3 types of letter writing, and we have 2 major types. The 3 types of letter writings are formal letter writing, informal letter writing, and the semi-formal letter writing. When you talk about formal letter writing, it is an official letter written to someone in official position. But today we are looking into what? Informal letter writing. What is an informal letter writing? An informal letter writing is a letter written to people that are close to us or that are related to us. Or you can say letter you write to your acquaintances. Okay, we have features. These features can also be called characteristics. Okay, looking into the features of an informal letter writing. Number 1 feature is address of the writer. This address of the writer is written at the top right hand side of your paper. It is written thus. You've seen the example using our school address. Madonna Girls Secondary School, P.O. Box 67, Umunze, Orumba South Local Government Area, Anambra State. Then, I don't know if you noticed anything. There are commas after each line. After school, there is a comma there. After 67, there is also a comma. After Umunze, there is a comma. Then after area, there is a comma. Coming at the state, you put a full stop because that is where you stop. If you want to go down to the country, you put a comma here. Then after Nigeria comes the full stop. But since we are stopping here, that's why the full stop is placed there. Okay, the second feature is the date. The date is written immediately after the writer's address. Beneath the writer's address comes the date. Then after the date, we have the salutation. The salutation in an informal letter depends on the recipient. If your mom is to receive the letter, you write "Dear Mother" or "Dear Mom." If your father is the recipient, you write "Dear Father" or "Dear Dad." If it is a friend, depending on the friend's name, that's what you write there. The "dear" is written in bold letter, capital letter. Then the name is also, if the person's name is Mmesoma, you write Mmesoma, Dear Mmesoma, comma. Then the 4th feature is the body of the letter. When you come into the body of the letter, that is what we call exchange of pleasantries. You first of all do what? Exchange pleasantries. Ask the person of his or her well-being, maybe the business or whatever the person does in life. You inquire about the person's well-being. Okay, after you must have done that, You move straight to what? The aim of your purpose of writing, your aim of writing that particular letter. Okay, you do that by stating my aim of writing this letter, or I am writing this letter, or my purpose of writing this letter, depending on whichever way you want to start from. Okay, after you must have done that, you state your reasons for writing the letter. Maybe you want to demand for your school fees, or maybe you want to demand for pocket money, provisions, whatever you want to demand from your recipient. You state it there. Then in that same body of the letter, at the end, you can still send regards to people around your recipients, maybe your siblings. If you have to write to your parents, send your regards to your siblings or to whomever you want to. Then after that comes the closure. The closure is either I call it the closure or the closing compliment. In an informal letter, it follows a direction in that closure. You write yours sincerely at the right hand side of your paper. Yours sincerely, because you are sending out the letter, so you must write your name, not your full name anyway, because it is an informal letter. You write maybe your nickname or your short form of a name. If your name is Beatrice, you can write yours sincerely Betty. If your name is Chiamaka, you can write yours sincerely Chi, depending on the name the recipient calls you, or what you are known for. Then after that, there is something that is called language in formal letter writing, in an informal letter writing. The language of an informal letter writing is loose language. It is loose in the sense that you are free. You can use contrast form. Contrast form, example, if you want to write I cannot, you can write I can't. You can use abbreviations. You can use slangs or colloquial expressions. These are things you make use of in an informal letter writing. I am sure you followed up in this teaching, and I'm sure you catched up certain things. Then you have to write something down, which you will give us in our next class. You write a letter to your father demanding for your third term school fees. Then after that, at the end of your letter, you tell me some of the colloquial expressions you use, some of the short forms you used in the write-up. You bring it out after your write-up. Keep staying safe at home. Thanks.